Hello everyone, welcome to Sade's Tarot Tea. Today guys, I decided to do a reading on Kim and Kanye. I at first was not going to do a reading on Kanye just because his energy is just like super dark and I don't like his energy. But we're gonna go ahead and pull on him anyway and see if what I feel is totally like not true. Some of you guys ask me like, do I do readings on people I don't like? Yeah, I'm doing a reading on Kanye. I don't like him. So I hope you guys enjoy this reading on Kim and Kanye. I'm going to do them together and I'm also going to do them separately. So this video is probably going to get super long. And leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about Kanye's energy and Kim's energy. I'm really curious as to what you guys have to say. And also some feedback in the comments about this reading. Hope you guys enjoy it. Okay guys, so I'm going to start reading on them together. I want to know the energy of what's going on currently around them. So if you see me looking at my phone, I'm looking at a picture of them together. So that's what's going on. Okay guys, so I have pulled cards on Kim and Kanye together as a couple, and you know what guys, surprisingly, I thought I wasn't gonna get positive energy from them, but honestly, I'm getting very positive energy from them both. I'm feeling like they're both very comfortable where they are in their relationship right now. It feels very grounded. It feels very enlightening. I feel like Kim is helping Kanye to center himself. She is a Libra, so and he's a Gemini. And I feel like Geminis can like be all over the place. It can just be everywhere and just bouncing off everywhere. And I feel like Libras really help center and bring very chaotic signs, very chaotic thinking signs. They really help bring balance into their life, even with fire signs, I feel like too. Or just someone with very chaotic energy. Libras, that is their, they're the symbols, that's what they do. They bring very balanced energy into whoever they are, their life. I've dealt with Libras, and this is very true about them, what I'm feeling for Kim. I feel like Kanye deals with very heavy mental issues where he goes into like very dark periods of like depression, and like Kim is very good at like separating herself from him when he gets very chaotic and just like kind of like out of control. She's not really around him when he gets into his chaotic fits, but when she's learned to like back out, because she'd get so invested and she'd be, like I'm feeling from her, I'm seeing her make her ugly cry face. Like she would make her, like she would be crying, like I'm seeing like her get really depressed when she gets around him, because like as I understand, we're gonna look more into Kim's chart, but she does have her Mercury in Scorpio, so she really takes on the emotions of Kanye's words. Like she picks up very easily his words. Like when he says something to her, like it really gets her down. Like if it's something either he's going through or something she's feeling he's going through, because believe it or not guys, Kanye is very quiet. Like he's very quiet, and I always say this about Geminis, and people like to argue with me about Geminis being chatty, but Kanye is one of those Geminis that are very, depending on what's in your chart, but he's one of those Geminis that are very quiet. Like he doesn't really talk about what he's going through. He doesn't really talk about how he's feeling. He has a lot of dark visions. I don't know what's in his chart yet. I'm gonna look into his chart, but he has a lot of like chaotic dreams, and he wakes up in the middle of the night like very like screaming sometimes. He has nightmares about his mom. I'm seeing his mom come through a lot in his reading already. I'm picking up on his mother. His mother, like he sees like dreams about either her getting murdered. So I don't know how his mother passed. Let me know guys how his mother passed. Was it due to old age, or did she get murdered or something? I don't know. Maybe he just has a fear of losing his mom in a not so good way. Like this plays out a lot in his depression, because his mom was his rock. Like his mom he's always dealt with like mental issues ever since he was young. Like he's always been curious about like very dark things and like the underworld, stuff like that, the devil. He's always been curious about that, even God, and I feel like when he met Kim, which we will look at, I feel like when he met Kim, she was like a breath of fresh air for him because she's so centered and she's so focused. I really, honestly, guys, I really like Kim Kardashian's energy. It's very centered. It's very Libra. It's very centered, very focused, very calming. You know, Kim really operates from a very peaceful, calm place now. She wasn't always like that. She did welcome drama and, you know, a lot of problems in her life without trying to. It just kind of like followed her. Or she'd get herself into situations where she was very naive and she wasn't really raised right due to Chris. Um, so yeah, anyway, I'm feeling like they're having, like, as of now where the energy stands, guys, I'm feeling like their foundation is really good. I do feel though that, you know, Kanye is going through his ups and his downs through the relationship, and I do feel like, you know, Kim has wanted to leave him a couple times just because, you know, she doesn't want to be, his depressive episodes happen a lot and they really really scare her. But she's learning through a therapist. I feel like they're seeing a therapist or something. I feel like they're getting help in their marriage, you know, and it's helping them a lot. It's actually, you know, from what how I used to feel them, because I've never done like a practice reading on them, but I kind of would just like feel their energy here and there. It's been very helpful having someone mediate. And you know, I feel like Kanye needs to take his medication. I feel like he doesn't like taking his medication. When he gets off of his medication, that's when he becomes very unstable and just kind of like just explosive, and she doesn't want him around the kids when he gets like that. So that's what I'm pulling for them. But there is this love for each other that has grown throughout the years, and has been estranged too. I do feel like there's been problems in their marriage, but through that they have been able to like fix their problems, you know. And I think that this therapist that's been helping them, this she feels like a woman. She feels like a woman therapist, a very spiritual woman. She feels like she could be African American, and she feels very in tune with her roots. Like it's helping Kanye become more in tune with his spiritual side, which he doesn't go about it the right way. But it's helping this whole welcoming, embracing the light. It's helping Kanye become a new person. It's really good. Like it's interesting. So, yeah, we're gonna go look into them together, like I said, and then I want to know how Kim feels about Kanye. So, we're gonna look into that, guys. Okay, guys, so I have pulled cards on Kim Kardashian on how she feels about Kanye, and the cards I got were very interesting. Together, they're working, it's interesting, like, together they're working on their marriage, together they're seeking counseling. I do feel that, and I'm going to stand by that. But there have been moments, like I said already, that, you know, Kim picks up on Kanye's depression and it really affects her. But Kim will do anything. This is what I love about her energy. She'll do anything. She's like that ride or die chick. Like she will do anything to make sure that her family stays stable. You know what I mean? Even though having, you know, Kanye around isn't always stable, but she's someone that she doesn't give up on you just because you have issues. Like once she loves you, once she falls in love with you, once she is in it with you for the long haul, she doesn't give up on you. She doesn't leave just because something's not working out, or you know, like I said, she's thought about leaving him a couple of times only because like it's just gotten really bad with his depression and his outbursts. That's what I meant to say earlier. His outbursts like have gotten super random and bad and just kind of like chaotic. And I'm not saying that Kanye hits her. Like, Kanye has never hit Kim. He's never hit her. I don't pick up on any abuse. He actually, believe it or not, guys, he's so in love with her. Like, he really loves her. I actually feel like Kanye's a little bit more into Kim than she's into him, which you kind of want in a relationship. You want your man to be, like, so in love with you. Um, and it's this energy around Kanye. He knows what he has with her. Like there is not a problem there. I'm not feeling like he doesn't love her. It's just that his mental health just kind of like gets in the way a lot, which affects Kim. She picks up a lot on his, being a Libra, she picks up a lot on his instability. And for Libras, that's a big thing. Like they're all about stability. They're all about harmony, balance, restoring balance back into the household. So that's what I feel her energy is focusing on. I actually feel like Kim has been away from Kanye a lot just to kind of like recenter herself, and she's been busy with work. I do have a lot of Pentacle cards out here. I have the Page, the Queen, and the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. She has thought about, guys, don't get me wrong, she has thought about, like I keep saying, she has thought about leaving him just because, or kicking him out, or maybe she has had to kick him out a couple times just because, like, I keep feeling his depression, guys. I'm not trying to sound like a broken record, but I keep hearing that he gets really depressed. His depression gets so bad that he'll drink. You know, he tries to mute. I don't know if Kanye suffers from schizophrenia. I'm not trying to diagnose him. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a prescribed therapist. I'm not even prescribed. What am I saying? I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not any of those things. But so I'm not trying to act as one, but I heard schizophrenia. Like, he hears voices like in his head. Like he legit hears things. So I don't know if he's talked about this in his music, guys. But I'm hearing that he suffers from high doses of schizophrenia. And he'll have episodes, like very schizophrenic episodes. So, you know, Kim has had to let him leave the house. Like, she's told him, like, you need to go, like, you need to leave, because she's so protective over her children, and I think that is so beautiful. Kim's energy is a very great, like, it's super kind, and, you know, I don't agree with her being a lawyer, but but that's neither here nor there. That doesn't matter what I think, but we're talking about her energy. She has a great energy, guys. I'm not even bullshitting you. She's very balanced. She's not spiritual, but she tries to be spiritual in the way she is around her kids. Like, she tries to always act accordingly. She doesn't like disciplining her children. She doesn't believe in disciplining her kids. So Kanye acts more as the disciplinarian. But she loves him. There's love here. She sees him as a family man. But she's also, guys, like, fallen out of love with him a couple times just because, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's just gotten so bad with him that she has had to put her love aside over her reasoning, if that makes sense. Like, she's had to be like, okay, I love him, but it's his depression, his schizophrenic episodes have gotten so bad that it's caused them to not be stable in their relationship, they're not to be a committed thing. But Kim keeps going back to him because she's a family oriented woman. Like, that's what I keep feeling from her. Like, she's very family oriented. Like, even if she kicks him out, she's never cheated on him. I'm actually getting my Seven of Swords in the reverse, which is telling me that even though with the Five of Pentacles, even though there has been him leaving the house or her leaving him, she's not cheated. She's so faithful. She's so loyal. Like, call it stupid, call it naive. She's very loyal. She's very faithful to him. She'd rather stick it out with him and work on her marriage with him than to make it work with someone else, even if that means she's a little unhappy. Which, don't get me wrong, guys, I'm not trying to make their marriage seem very picture perfect. It's not. There's a lot of ups and downs, more so downs, but Kim is that energy. Without even looking at her chart, guys, she's that energy that will stick it out. Like, she is like, I'm not gonna leave you, especially if you have a mental illness. She has a very soft spot for people with mental illnesses, or people, that's her Libra, like, going through things, you know. So she's just that energy, like, I'm gonna stick it out for the kids. Like, I want the picture perfect. I want the, you know, because she's a Libra, so they're all about the image of things, you know. I want to look like we're a happy family, even if at times I want to look like we're a happy family, even if at times it seems like we're not, you know, or if we're not, because to her it's just like, oh, this is a rough patch. This is a rough patch. Like, we'll get through it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm pulling for Kim. There's love there, but I don't see a lot of love cards out here. It's more so like, you know, money. Like, I see more so money driven cards. I don't know what her Venus is in. I'm gonna look at her chart. If it's in Capricorn, it makes sense. So guys, I have pulled up Kim's chart actually already, and she's a Libra sun with her moon in Pisces, her Mercury in Scorpio, her Venus is in Virgo, Mars in Sagittarius, rising in Sagittarius. So that explains why I'm feeling her very money driven. That Venus in Virgo, like, and just willing to stick it out, being stubborn in her relationship with Kanye. Like, Venus and Virgos will try to like fix things, like even if it's unfixable, like they're fixers. They're like, no, we're gonna work on this. We're gonna, they've got like tunnel vision, like we're gonna fix this. We're gonna work on this. We're gonna make it work, even if it means I'm hurting, even if it means I'm in pain, and that's where Kim is coming from. Um, Also, she makes good money, like, but Kanye brings in a lot of the money, so she's so stable in that. She's like, why would I leave that? That's stupid, but Kim, I am seeing she makes money and she could leave him if she wanted to. She's coming out as the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles as getting opportunities. Kim is always getting deals, she's always getting opportunities, but it's just about her family. Like, people think she's stupid for staying with him, but it's literally, guys, she knows what she's doing. Like, she's like, I'm not, well, one, she has a soft spot for she has a soft spot for Kanye. I'm also hearing that Kanye has threatened Kim too. He's threatened her with suicide. Like, if you ever leave me, like, I'll kill myself. You know what I mean? Like, that took a scary dark turn. But that's how bad I'm not even fucking with you guys. Like, that's how bad his depression gets. Like, that's how bad his mental illness gets, is that he doesn't even realize what he's saying. And Kim is just so like, I'm gonna stick it out, I'm gonna stick it out, like, because she's so afraid to leave him. She's afraid of what he'll do if she leaves him. So it's like there's love there, but it's guilt love at the same time. It's like, I don't want to leave, but I don't want to stay either. So she's stuck in the middle. But like I said in the beginning, their energy, there is love, there is trust, but it's built over time. You know what I mean? More so how Kim is feeling now about it is, or how she's felt over the years is, I can't leave him because this will happen. But I am seeing that they're working on their marriage, and that's why I pulled good cards, I think, for them, because they are starting to work on their marriage in a more healthier way. But we'll see if they're gonna break up. We'll see if she's gonna leave him. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's how Kim feels about Kanye. So now let's see how Kanye feels about Kim. Okay, guys, I pulled cards on Kanye on how he feels about Kim, and I got a lot of interesting cards. The main thing I'm feeling is that Kim will be she might get pregnant again, or we will see her welcome another child into the family. She wants to have another baby, or Kanye wants to have another baby with her. I heard that very loud. The Empress doesn't always mean pregnancy. But I am hearing that Kim will probably get pregnant, or she'll have a surrogate again. Like, they'll have another child. I'm picturing a boy, but again, the gender could change. But I'm seeing a boy for them again. I'm seeing another child for them in the next, I want to say 3 years, up to 3 years. So they will have another child. Kim wants another child, and I'm seeing Kanye wants another child with her. I'm seeing it could be a girl or it could be a boy, but I'm hearing more so boy, but this could change. But I heard boy, so we'll see. So anyway, Kanye feels like he is so, I already said this about him towards her, but he feels like she's his family. Like, he feels like she is it for him. Like, she is the mother of his kids, and he is so happy to like be with her. He feels like there's a stable union with them. A lot of times he actually doesn't see just how unstable he becomes in the house. I do feel like Kanye has a lot of control issues. I feel like he really tries to like put the shit down. Like, he tries to like lock him down. He doesn't like, believe it or not, guys, he controls a lot of what Kim wears. I mean, we kind of saw that in Keeping Up with the Kardashians, where he was like, oh, I think this will look cute on you, but he tries to control a lot of what Kim wears. And Kim is like, no, like, I've been wearing this since, we first met. You know what I mean? Like, you used to send me clothes. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, you know what I mean? And I kind of heard this from somewhere. I think I heard this from Shallon Lester. I don't remember where I heard this from, but I'm also seeing it in my cards that Kanye tries to be very demanding, this authoritative. He wants to be in control. He wants to be this very household fatherly figure. But Kim is like, no, like, she puts her foot down. Like, there's a lot of things that they don't agree on with the kids, like how the kids should be raised. Kanye doesn't always agree with the way that Kim does things, the way she parents their children. Because Kim likes to do it more of a free loving, oh, free for all type of energy. She likes to spoil her kids. She likes to give her kids whatever they want. And Kanye will too, but he's a more authoritative figure where he likes to make them earn what they want. He likes to give them chores. He wants to give them chores, but Kim is against it. She's like, no. You know what I mean? Like, they're so young right now. Like, we don't need to do all that. Like, they don't agree a lot of times with how they want to parent the kids. So I'm seeing a big argument, like big blow-ups because of that. I'm seeing them not see eye to eye with how the kids should be raised, and I'm not seeing them see eye to eye with how each other parents. That's what I meant to say. Um, yeah, but I'm seeing another kid for Kim. Ironically enough, I'm seeing another child for her. I think she already has like four. I think she has four kids already, or maybe she has five. But I'm seeing another kid for her, so then she'll be done after that. Um, yeah, I'm seeing five for her. Does she have five now? Let me look because it's gonna bother me. Yeah. Okay, guys, so I just looked it up. Kim actually has four kids. So I'm seeing a fifth kid for her. So I feel like this child will be a surrogate child. I feel like Kim, if she risked, I wouldn't have another child. Like, she will probably try to look up having another child, because she misses that. Like, she misses, like, having kids, like, by birth. Like, because her son was born through a surrogate, I believe. So I'm seeing that if Kim tried to do it by natural birth, it would be a high risk for her. So I wouldn't if I were her. But if she does, it's still, she could have it through her own, she could do it herself. But I'm seeing them settle on doing a surrogate. So, yeah, she wants to, though, have a child through her own, body. But, so we'll see. It could go either way. Yeah, but I'm seeing a big transformation for them. So I'm seeing a new beginning for them. I got the death card, but it didn't come back out when I was pulling on them. Yeah, I'm seeing Kanye has had a lot of sleepless nights. Like, sleepless nights kept, Kim up a lot. He suffers a lot through depression, and he really relies on her to be his rock, and like I said, Kim is that ride or die. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is that person that's like, no, I'm sticking in it with you in the long haul, even though there have been times where she's wanted to give up. She's wanted to not be with him. Yeah, but I'm seeing that Kanye does love her, but he's more focused on controlling the house, like controlling how his wife dresses, controlling the kids. He's trying to take on this more authoritative like role, and it's not really sitting well with Kim. Like, she doesn't like it. So he was a little bit more laid back, but now it's all of a sudden he has this like burst of energy. It's like weird how all of a sudden he wants to control the house. So that's what I'm getting. I'm not getting super lovey-dovey cards for them. In the beginning, yes, they are working on their foundation. They're working on building building on what they have, but it's more so building the foundation for their kids. But I do feel that, Kanye loves her. He does. But it's more so I'm focusing on the house. Like, focusing on what I need to do to keep these kids in check. Oh my god. Okay. So now I'm really curious about Kim Kardashian. We're going to go ahead and look at her personality. I'm going to break down her chart. So if you guys are curious, then keep on watching. Okay, so guys, I have pulled up Kim's chart again, and I'm going to post it up here. Kim is a Libra sun with her moon in Pisces, her Mercury in Scorpio, her Venus in Virgo, her Mars is in Sagittarius, and her rising is in Sagittarius. So the first thing, like I said, I feel from Kim, she has very good energy. Honestly, guys, I'm not really a huge Kim Kardashian fan, but I am able to at least say, as someone that's an empath and clairsentience, I am someone that can, when I feel someone's energy and it's good, I say it. So yeah, the first thing I feel from Kim looking at her sun in Libra is she's someone that loves balance, but also with her Mercury and Scorpio, she loves control. Like, she likes feeling like there's some part of her that she has that she can, what am I trying to say? Like, she needs to know her identity. With her Mars in Sagittarius and her rising in Sagittarius, she likes to be in control of her image. She loves being in control of her identity, of where she's going in her life, you know, and that's one thing I'm seeing kind of like is going wrong with her and Kanye, is that she is not able to fully be who she wants to be. And you know, Kim loves being very sexy. She likes dressing very sexy. We see her wearing very sexy clothes. You know, she's all about her image, and that's what she's learned to make money off of. She's very smart in that way, where she's made, you know, her money off of her looks, and her body, and just like how much she gets, like Kylie does, like how much she gets work done on her body, and just her whole energy, her whole vibe is, this is my aesthetic. She's all about the aesthetic. You know, she also likes decorating her house like her mom does, like Chris. She loves decorating her house. She likes being in control of the house. You know, that's where she likes being a wife, believe it or not. She, even though sometimes her and Kanye don't see eye to eye, she loves, with her moon in Pisces and that Libra, she likes being in control of her house. She likes being in control of being in a relationship with her Venus in Virgo. So she obviously likes more submissive partners. And, you know, Kanye is submissive in certain ways, but not all the time, you know. She does take on a more submissive role, I do feel like, but it's only when it calls for it. You know what I mean? It's only when it calls for it. I feel like her and Kanye don't really have. Kim is very sexual. She's very sexual, but I'm feeling from her and Kanye, they haven't had sex in a very long time. Like, you know, like good sex. Like sex that just like rocks her fucking socks. And she's just like, damn, like that was like passionate, because Kim likes very passionate sex. She loves passionate sex with that Mars and Sagittarius. She likes being dominant a lot of times, and she likes knowing that her partner is satisfied, you know, and she likes knowing, like, she's a very, like, she likes to look at your face when she's pleasing you. Like, she likes to know that she's pleasing you. She likes to know her partner's emotions. She's very intuitive with her partner usually. With her moon in Pisces, she's very intuitive. I was feeling that from her, and that's why I kept feeling that when Kanye is in these fits, like, she picks up on that, and it really, really affects her. I just didn't realize she had a moon in Pisces, but that makes it even worse. You know, her being a Libra with a moon in Pisces, like, oh my god, that makes it so much worse when he gets into his depressive episodes, like when he's in his fits, like that makes her a lot more unstable. And I feel like usually you can see that she's unstable because it will be in their body language. Kim does this thing with her face, like where you can tell like she doesn't want to be around him when he's like that. She, like, her nose, I realize, like creases. It's something I picked up from her face. Like you can tell it's in her face. Like her nose like creases, and like the side of her nose, it like creases, and she's like annoyed, but you can tell like it's in her body language too. Like her body will be a lot more stiffer when she's around him, and that's usually when you can tell that Kim is not happy in her relationship, because it shows in her body. She's very in tune with her body too. She's very in tune with putting healthy things in her body, even though she's not a Virgo rising, but she has Venus in Virgo, so you know, she deals a lot with things of her body, you know, and she knows, she's very in tune with her body, guys. I keep feeling that from her. Like when something's off with her body, she knows the right vitamins. She knows who to go to fix things about her body. She knows the proper people to talk to fix things on her body. She's very self-aware of herself, and she's aware of things around her. Which is why we see her starting to have a lot more anxiety as we start to see her go out more, and we start to see her, you know, she goes to award shows. She is getting less and less wanting to go out. Like she doesn't like it anymore. Is what I feel from her. She just wants to be home with her kids. Like she really loves her kids. She has this very nurturing energy around her kids. She likes to let her kids find their own style, find out what they like to do. But she also, with North, I'm feeling she's very close to her daughter North. She's close to all her kids, but North is like a living embodiment of her. It's so cute. And let me know if you guys want a video on that, cause you know, on her kids. But yeah, North is like her little prodigy. Like she loves North. She loves all her children, but she really relates. Her and North really relate to each other, and she sees Kanye a lot in North, which is funny. Um, but yeah, she is wanting to be more focused in the house, you know, more focused on being a housewife. That's what she wants to do. So I feel like in the next couple of years after she has her next kid, she will disappear from, we will not see a lot of Kim. Not saying that we will never hear from the Kardashians, because we will. They'll always be, you know, having kids and stuff, but um we just won't see her out a lot at like award shows. She'll really take a backseat and be like a businesswoman from the back, like in the back, from the back. I don't know how to say it, like what I'm saying. But she'll definitely be still making more money. I do see an increase for Kim. Like her makeup line taking off more. I do see that happening, but I do feel that one clothing thing she has, I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's called Skims or something. I feel like that's gonna do well, but they're gonna still find a lot of problems with it. So Kim, if you ever come across this video, make sure you really take care of your customers, because something about the customer service and the way it's done is not professional. So like shipping or something like that, I see problems with that. So, you know, she really needs to work on that, and her fashion, like clothing, she needs to work on that too. Like she doesn't pay enough attention to her fashion line. She's always doing like different business deals, so she doesn't take time to really nurture her projects. I do feel like too, as I pulled on her, the Queen of Cups, with her moon in Pisces, I do see her getting more emotionally unstable the more she deals with Kanye. I do see a divorce for them, actually. I know people have said this, but I actually see them divorcing eventually. Yeah, I feel like Kim is gonna, yeah. I see one of them cheating. Something about infidelity coming out. And it's interesting, I actually see them cheating on each other, actually. Kim is very ride or die, but it's gonna get to the point where she doesn't know how to leave him. So she kind of she starts sneaking behind his back. Like talking to other people, dealing more with her kids in private, you know. I feel like Kanye has thought about cheating, but I don't see that he's cheated. But in the future, I see this possible infidelity for them, causing the divorce. I keep feeling like it's gonna be Kim, guys. That's crazy. As I said, that the Queen of Wands, she is a Sag rising, Sagittarius Mars. I see her moving away from him. Actually, she just gets really fed up with his behavior. He takes on a more aggressive role. I see Kanye getting more aggressive. So not like abusive, but just like how he's demanding to be the head of the house. So that's interesting. So guys, let's go ahead and pull on Kanye, his chart. Told you guys this would be long. Okay guys, so I have brought up Kanye West's chart. He is a sun in Gemini with his moon in Pisces, his Mercury in Taurus, his Venus in Taurus, and his Mars is in Taurus. Unfortunately, they do not have his rising sign, but that is okay. I feel from Kanye that he is super stubborn. Like he doesn't, with all that Taurus energy, he with that moon in Pisces, they both have their moon in Pisces, so they both connect. They both connect the same. They both connect the same way intuitively, and it was interesting. Like I was pulling a water moon for Kanye. I was seeing him have like these like visuals of what he like scaring the shit out of himself, like dreams he has. Like I said, I was pulling that he has very intuitive dreams that scare the shit out of him, and it makes sense because he has his moon in Pisces. Like no wonder I was pulling that for him. But he's very stubborn. When he says something, he wants it to go. His energy at times is like, I keep saying this for him, it's very dark, and I think it's that Pisces. And he gets very stuck in his way. He gets trapped in his own like spiritual little cycle. And I feel like he is trying to have a spiritual awakening, but he's going about it the wrong way. So I know a question I'm going to get is Kanye West a part of the Illuminati? So let's see. So guys, I am seeing that he dabbles in I am seeing that he dabbles in worshiping. I am seeing he dabbles in I'm getting the star card, which is and the world card, which is giving me a yes. He does dabble in I don't know if I would call it the Illuminati, but it's something like that. It's like, you give up, you sacrifice things for something you want. Like he's done a lot of that, and I do feel like he's had conversations with the devil and he's sacrificed certain things. One rumor is that it was his mother that he sacrificed. I am, guys, picking up on, allegedly, let me say that, picking up on some um sacrifice that happened. I am seeing, I don't know if it was his mom, I'm not going to say that because that's a very difficult topic, but I am seeing a Queen of Cups energy come out for him, which is a woman that he sacrificed, he gave up. And guys, I'm not even playing with you. I'm getting the Star card with the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the World card, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, which is telling me, I know that to some people that sounds like another language, but that basically is saying that there was some type of sacrifice made so that he could have the empire that he's having, that he's building. And I'm seeing too that this is why he goes into these really bad depressive fits. That's why because it's his karma. It's this, like, the world card stands for like karmic cycles. And it's I was already talking about that, where it's this is like cycle that he keeps going through. It's like he keeps having to cycle through people to keep, you know, his end of the bargain. So let me know what you guys think about that. I am seeing that go on. And in regards to Kanye's personality, he's very stubborn, he's very set, he's very lazy too. He's very lazy, like not in work, but he's lazy in his love life. Like he's super lazy when it comes to Kim. Like even when they have sex, like he's very lazy. Like he doesn't like to even have sex with her a lot of times. He's just very lazy. Like that's what I pull from him. And he gets very stuck in his way. Like he wants everyone around him to do all the work, um and this goes to show, if he, what I'm seeing is that he is lazy. He wanted opportunities brought to him now in a very lazy type of way, so and scary way too. I am seeing too that his son, one of his kids, oh, this is sad. One of his kids, or maybe two of his kids, are going to have to suffer for what he's done. I'm not gonna say which ones, but I don't want to get sued or anything like that, so I'm gonna say allegedly. But it's a price that he's gonna have to pay for doing what he's done, and the lives that he's affected in a very negative way, because he moves very negatively, and he's very tainted. I'm seeing a lot of taint done in the cards. Like, not so much seeing, I'm feeling, actually, sorry. I'm feeling. Whew, that was dark. So guys, that was my reading on Kim and Kanye. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I'm gonna go ahead and say allegedly when I talk about Kanye, because I don't want anything to happen to me in regards to like lawsuits or anything like that. So anyway, guys, that was crazy. I think Kim could do so much better, but that's just what I think. And as a tarot reader, an astrologer, and an empath, I have to leave my opinion out of it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know, what did you guys think of this reading? What did you think of Kim and Kanye? What do you think of their relationship and them as individuals? I'm dying to know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading on Kim and Kanye. Love and light, guys. Bye.